Do you recognise this flower? From early spring it begins popping up all over the place, in meadows and lawns and along road verges and pavements. You probably know that it's called a dandelion. But did you know that the name comes from the French word for lion's tooth to describe the shape of its jagged leaves? The dandelion's bright yellow flower brings a splash of colour to the world after winter, but it's also an important early nectar source for bumblebees, giving them a much-needed energy boost when they emerge from hibernation. When the dandelion has finished flowering, its petals close up, dry out and drop off, and the beautiful and distinctive seed head opens out. The seed head is made up of hundreds of individual seeds, each attached to its own personal parachute. When the wind blows, this clever design enables the seeds to travel far away on air currents. In this way, the dandelion is able to spread its seeds to new places. Perhaps you have even helped one along. Eventually, the seeds will settle and grow into baby plants, and the dandelion life cycle continues. There are over 200 different types of dandelion in the UK, and this piece of music describes one of the rarest, the St Kildan dandelion. It is only found on Herta, an extremely remote island off the west coast of Scotland.
When I first read about the St Kildan dandelion, I was amazed by how resilient this tiny flower was. Situated in this barren landscape, basically a rocky island in the middle of the ocean with the wind battering it from all sides. There are no trees really growing there, so it's amazing that this little flower could survive in those kind of circumstances. And so I wanted the piece to sound a little bit lonely, like this flower is in a very big wide open space. One of the things that I do to do that is that the violin and the cello play this very echoey sound of music. If you've ever been in a place and you shout into a big cave or something and you can hear your voice echoing, that's what I was trying to do, to show how lonely it is sometimes for this little flower to be in this very barren landscape. The music itself, if you look at a dandelion under a microscope even, you can see that it's made up of all these tiny little seed heads on the top. And I wanted to use in my music the idea of that in the way that the music is made up of these tiny little repeated little melodies which happen in both the violin and the cello, and they're repeated again and again and again and again in this kind of echoing way. So the flower, in a very real way, told me what to do with the music.